Some nights you end up holding a pillow tight against your chest, not because you're dramatic, but because when the world shuts down and the room goes completely quiet, the silence gets heavy. You start wondering if love just somehow missed your stop. You watch everyone else around you get picked, chosen, and paired off, while you keep ending up right back here, alone with your thoughts, and a hope you have to keep tucking away every single morning. The hardest part isn't even the surface level loneliness. It's carrying so much warmth, so much care, and feeling like you have nowhere to put it. No hands to hold, no text to send, no one coming home to share the small moments of your day. You tell yourself you're fine being alone, and on most days you genuinely are. But at night the fear whispers, what if this isn't temporary? What if this is just how it stays? Being alone doesn't hurt the most, being unchosen does. It's hearing, your time will come, so many times that it starts sounding like a hollow placeholder phrase people use when they don't know what else to say. It makes you audit yourself. You replay past conversations in your head like a detective trying to solve a crime. Was I too quiet? Was I too much? Did I scare them off by carrying too fast? Slowly, without realizing it, that silence starts telling stories. And silence is a dangerous narrator. When you listen to it for too long, you start mistaking bad timing for personal rejection. You start treating a period of waiting as if it were a physical flaw in who you are. But love doesn't run on a rigid schedule, and it certainly doesn't run on fairness. Some people find connection early. Others find it only after they spent years learning how to sit comfortably in an empty room. The fact that you still want connection, that you still hold out hope even after feeling overlooked, that isn't weakness. It's proof that despite everything, your heart hasn't gone numb. Imagining closeness at night doesn't make you desperate. It just means you are human. Your body remembers what warmth feels like, even if your current circumstances haven't caught up yet. The problem isn't that you want love. The problem is that you've been alone long enough to start believing that wanting it is something you need to grow out of. Night feelings aren't prophecies. They are just unmet needs, speaking up when there are no distractions left to drown them out. Being unchosen so far does not mean you are unchoosable. It just means you haven't been met yet. There is a massive difference between being forgotten and simply living in the space before recognition. Love rarely arrives as a reward for endurance or a prize for changing who you are. It arrives when you stop performing, stop shrinking to fit into spaces that were never built for you, and simply exist as yourself. This quiet season isn't a sentence. It's a space where you learn to hold yourself first so that when real connection arrives, you can receive it without losing your balance. When you are the quieter soul in a relationship or in a world that never stops talking, loving someone can feel complex. Maybe you love someone who lives louder than you do. They fill rooms easily. They connect instantly. They draw people in like a magnet. And you observe, you listen. You need quiet hours to recharge after loving hard. Sometimes standing next to someone who shines effortlessly makes you wonder if your calm way of loving is enough. They want to go out. You want to stay in. They gain energy from the crowd. You lose it even when you're genuinely happy to be there. The hardest part isn't the difference in personality. It's the internal anxiety asking, will my steady silence eventually look like distance? Will they mistake my need for space as a lack of caring? Your silence is not an absence. It is how you stay grounded without burning out. Loving loudly isn't the only way to love deeply. While others are commanding the attention of the entire room, you are paying attention to the single person inside it. You are the one who remembers the small details they mentioned 3 weeks ago. You are the one who listens when the party ends and the room goes silent. The fear of being outgrown or replaced by someone with brighter, louder energy is real. But people don't build long-term lives on volume, they build them on safety. Loud energy is easy to come by. Steady presence is rare. An extroverted or high-energy partner may thrive on social attention, but when life gets heavy or overwhelming, they don't need another spotlight. They need an anchor. They need a space where they don't have to perform, where they can drop the act and just rest. Asking for space or needing quiet isn't pulling away from the relationship. It's taking care of your battery so you can return whole. The right person will never hear, "I need time to recharge," as "I don't love you." They will understand that your love shows up in consistency